everyone, Cole here. Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing okay. Yeah.
I wonder if you're a floating head.
What do you mean?
Your jacket, you're blending it into the background.
Oh yeah. I mean, the colour scheme isn't the greatest thing in the world. I am the same colour.
You're now basically the same colour as the curtain. So, hi everyone, it's Sunday, and actually it's only been 3 weeks because you've been so busy. And sometimes it's almost a month between live streams. But no, that's. I was actually typing whilst you're playing, as I do. It's been a long time since you played Queen, actually. I say that's a lie. You played the Queen last weekend. But I mean, generally, with live streams, what was it? The Show Must Go On. I think it's probably one of my favourite ones that you play. Of Bohemian Rhapsody, of course. Yes, keep talking. I'm copying this. You've got loads of requests actually already. I'm going to copy some down.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's been 3 weeks, and I mean, I don't know how much has happened since then in terms of performances, but what I did do is last week I went out to St. Pancras for the first time in years. Actually, I don't actually remember the last time I went out. For like a good few months, I've been like...
At least a few months, because you go to Royal Academy of Music on Saturday, and last year it used to be in the morning session, and now you're in the afternoon session, which clashes with Arsenal. So, yeah, that's one. Mainly, that's why you in your videos you're in Arsenal top, because we normally go either before or just after an Arsenal match. So I think it's been almost. It must have been before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't remember the last time we went to watch Arsenal bar. This Saturday.
Yeah.
Or was it Sunday?
Sunday.
Was it Sunday? Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to watch the Arsenal against Chelsea game, which we won 1-0, hooray! And then after we went to St Pancras, we met Fabienne again and her family. We played loads of stuff with her and Juliet, who's her sister. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I've actually got the videos on the computer now. So at some point, when I get off my butt, or actually sit down on my butt on the chair, I'll actually do the videos. But yeah, they're really good. Even though I messed up one of the recordings, as in I didn't get the recorder actually recording at least one of the other mics, or at least two of the other mics. So always have more equipment and record as much as possible. That's things to learn.
Yeah, so lots of stuff with violin, lots of stuff with singing. I also managed to break a piano string for the first time last week at St Pancras.
Yeah, that was a bit of a shock. Actually, one of the piano strings just kind of breaking as you were playing. And you weren't even smashing, well, not smashing, but, abusing the piano.
That's up to interpretation. Yeah. But yeah, so that was fun. So I guess you'll see that eventually. And yeah, so, I mean, we could probably get to the first song. One of the songs I played last week was a song called I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. I played it last week as a cover. So I guess Bob, who was there, would have heard it, but you guys will hear it for the first time today. I played it also on like a short with someone I met called Hadley when I was like passing by Waterloo. So yeah, I was coming straight home from Ram, I think, on 1 week, and yeah, so I had about 10 minutes spare, just so I could get on the piano and play something, and then I played that with her. And yeah, I didn't really have any recording equipment, so you couldn't really hear her on the mic, but hopefully you heard her enough. And yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a very nice moment. And yeah, so that's already up, so you can watch that. And yeah,
she's a really good singer. But as you say, pity you only had your phone, so that's a lesson. Not only do I need to make sure I have loads of recording equipment and actually turn it on, maybe you should carry one of the audio recorders with you too, because you never know, right?
Yes. But yeah, so I'm going to play I Have Nothing. I hope you guys enjoy.
That's Whitney Houston from the movie Bodyguard, I think.
god.
What are you with piano strings?
Not again.
Wait.
No.
So, is it the same one?
No.
I assume it's not the same one.
It's a different one.
So obviously, take that one off. So this is reminding me about what, 3 years ago?
All the piano strings are
So
breaking again.
2 weeks ago, you had, or was it 3 weeks ago? You had it replaced. Apologies for everyone and their ears.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's right. Your piano tuner person can come.
Every
and fix that
single
one too.
live stream.
Yes. It could be the humidity. Actually, I don't know if it's humidity. Why don't you show people instead of showing me?
Well, okay. Well, for the second live stream in a row, another string is broken.
Yes.
So yeah.
Is it another one of the bass strings again?
Yes.
Right. Anyway, you can put it over there and do it again, and we can ask your piano tuner person to come have another go.
Is it that one?
What do you mean that one? Can you not see? As in, there's a missing
It is
string.
that one. That's so annoying.
But you still, the bass strings are a set of 3, right? Or is it a set of 2?
2.
Okay. Right. Anyway, so
for
take
God's
2, and hopefully not the same string again. Right.
So yeah, that is I Have Nothing. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
And luckily, you still have strings, as opposed to no strings.
Some strings.
Actually, to be honest, as I'm going to put in the chat, I can't actually hear the difference. I assume you can just about hear the difference, can you?
It's just really annoying.
No, I mean, can you actually hear the difference? Yeah, but you playing it doesn't make it. As in, to me, it just sounds the same.
Doesn't that just sound weird?
I don't know. I don't know what it's meant to sound like, apart from it sounds nice sometimes. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it always seemed to be the bass keys or bass strings.
I don't know.
I know the piano tuner and the repairer says it actually doesn't make any difference. Because we discussed it before and said, "Oh, is it? Are you playing hard and so on?" And they said, "No, the pianos are designed to be played hard, as you put it." What he was saying hard in response to me, but it does seem like either a massive coincidence. Because how many strings have snapped now? 6, 7?
2 live streams.
2 live streams.
And they didn't snap in between live streams.
Yeah, but you haven't been around to play them that often here.
Well, that's true.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're talking about hours of playing, there's not many hours in between.
Not on this piano, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I played on loads of other pianos in school, and it's never happened. Or it happened once in like 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I remember reading somewhere that if piano strings breaking aren't uncommon, and if you play pianos all the time, then they will happen. Actually, I just noticed your jeans. I know Mum is chosen for you. Can you just stand up and turn around a bit? What is that?
It's like a dragon or something.
Oh. No, because there's none on this side, and it's just that when you turned around, I spotted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the strings.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it didn't snap as loudly as some of the other ones did.
Well, it did.
Oh, maybe it's because in my ear it's kind of the what's it called? This thing that's next to me kind of balances it off and kind of reduces the compressor. That's it. But it's the set that's next to it.
Okay, well, anyways, we should probably move on.
Yes, rather than everyone just talk about your strings. Or maybe you can get sponsored by a piano string company.
It's just really annoying. It's the fact that I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it happens, and by the time you come back, you'll be replaced anyway, I suspect.
It's just annoying though.
Fine.
They keep breaking, and it's not like it's cheap to replace it all.
Yes, I know. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe on replacing your piano strings, just continually to deal with them. Anyway, as you say, let's move on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also what happened over the past few days is we had the session band's concert at school, like the commercial and popular department concert, and at which I played a few and sung a few.
Which, as per usual, probably means that we'll never see it because your schools will take forever to post it. In fact, I don't think they've ever posted one of those ones, have they?
Not in school ones.
Yeah, I know they've done some external ones, which, as I say, probably means we will never get to see it.
And I mean, they're of course very selective of what they post, and then once they choose what they post, they probably take 9 months.
Yeah.
Like the last thing they posted about a couple of weeks ago was the concert from July at the Watford Palace Theatre.
Oh, that'll be one that you presumably were in.
The one, yeah.
Yeah.
And it has like an awful thumbnail of my face.
Nice. Actually, yeah, I think that again probably George and Gavin, who's here, probably I'm guessing from memory, George and Gavin was in that one. Went to that one, saw you in that one.
I think so. But yeah, I mean, either way,
they see you more than I see you in terms of performing live, which is ironic.
Yeah.
But you've got other stuff coming up this week.
Yeah, I've got the jazz concert this coming Wednesday. There's the sixth form choir concert if you guys want to come to. I don't even know if I promoted that on Patreon, but there's this concert where in St. Dominic's Priory, the Rosary Shrine. Yeah, I didn't even promote it because it's not at the school. But there's this place near Belsize Park or Hampstead or whatever, where we're singing the Duraflame Requiem. So I don't know if you really want to watch me be part of a big choir.
How does the Duraflame, I can't even say it, Requiem go? You can play it on the piano.
No,
Or does it not work?
I'm not playing it on the piano.
Okay.
But yeah, and then the week after, 2 more concerts at school. There's this concert of compositions inspired by Berio, who was a 20th century composer, who was like very innovative in how he wrote his pieces, and then also a musical theatre concert on Thursday, which I'm not running this year, and it's been run by teachers instead, which will happen at school as well. So
what are you doing in that one?
I'm singing and playing, I assume. I'm going to be singing New York from the musical Two Strangers.
From which musical? I know nothing about musical.
The musical Two Strangers.
Oh, okay.
And then also Only Us from the musical Dear Evan Hansen. And then I don't know what I'm playing, but we'll see.
Okay, cool. The only thing I know about from Dear Evan Hansen is, and I know the song, but I can't even remember the name now. Is it Runaway?
Oh. Runaway. What's Runaway?
From because Dear Evan Hansen is Ben Platt, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I think he did. He either created a song called Runaway. I don't know if it's in that musical.
It's not in that musical.
Oh, okay. That's it. I know nothing about musicals.
But yeah. So there'll be a bit of me in that.
So those of you been busy before the Easter holidays.
Yeah.
Cool. And before Mother's Day next Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Anyway, let's go and do some stuff rather than people just hear you talk. Why don't you do this, since in the theme of musicals, you did this with Fab and her sister, I think, last week, where you kind of just, well, I don't know if you did it by ear, but you would, it seemed like it was something that just came up on the spot. Thank you for the music.
Yeah, I should know this, like off by heart, but I don't, so I'm gonna...
Well, it's ABBA, so...
quickly listen to it to
yeah.
make sure I know it.
I'm guessing once you hear it, you will know it straight away. Since ABBA is everywhere. And for those that don't know, Cole, I say obviously has perfect pitch. He has to listen to it sometimes just to kind of remind himself, and then he does whatever he does in his head and plays it out. But we can't play it out live, the music live on YouTube. Otherwise, YouTube will eat the live stream. We used to do it in the past, and then found that the live stream was either stopped or deleted straight after. Luckily, no strikes though, or copyright strikes. At that angle, Cole, from my view, has pretty much disappeared by a head due to the curtain. It's also, in the UK, meant to be springtime, and last time it was really warm. Now it's cold, to the point where cold and raining, which is horrible.
Let's try.
Right, thank you for the music. Go.
Yeah.
Very nice. Actually, ABBA must have a ridiculous back catalogue, similar to Queen.
Amount of songs, yeah.
Yeah, and all massive. Well, not all massive. There's in a massive back catalogue of massive songs. Right. Anyway, skipping forward to one that I know you know. Well, at least I believe you know. From Chad Hodge, and again, hi to everyone, hi patrons, as usual. Stand By Me, Benny King.
Yes, I do know,
Yes.
but I'm going to listen to it.
How can you not know that?
All right.
I would sing it, but that would probably not help at all.
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens when Cold
I did a cover of this as well. So.
I know, that's what I was surprised. This is what happens when you take a nap an hour before live stream. You're not awake.
Okay.
See, you do remember it, but obviously you needed a nudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Right, I think you know this one. Christoph asked, do you know Englishmen in New York? Sting.
Don't.
I think you will as soon as you hear it.
English.
Although I don't think I've ever heard you play it, but it's such a classic. Well, and such a massive song. You must know it. And apologies. Normally I try and kind of interleave ones that Cole knows and doesn't know before it's played by ear. Otherwise,
Well, this is one I don't know. The one before I did know.
Well, I know, but I thought you might know this one too. Anyway, how could you hear me? Have you got it on through
I've
mode?
only got one ear on.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I normally try and interleave it, but I'm pretty sure I would have expected Cole to have known this one. Especially if I know it. Usually I would expect Cole to. Oh, could you put my microphone? Do you mean Cole's one? I'll put my one louder too. Normally I tend to be quite loud. I'll flick Cole's up as well.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it at the end. I wasn't sure, but I don't know the song well enough.
But you said you.
It felt a little bit off at the beginning.
But you said, how could you not know it?
No, yes, but I know enough to know roughly what it is. And it didn't feel right at the beginning, but when you got into the bit that, you know, shall I say the famous bit, it clicked in my head, which probably means it probably was right.
It probably was the right song you were listening to.
Yes, as in, I'm horrible at well, I'm not musical, as I said about a million times, so I roughly know what it is. Right, I'm going to do one that you probably hate, but I know you know, so I'm going to go into one that you...
Can you play Canon in D?
No, it's not that one. That one I would say you will definitely hate. When I say probably you hate, what would it be?
I don't know, like River Flows and...
Well done.
Well, I don't hate that.
As in, well, by hate, I mean...
It's a nice piece.
Yes, as in quite commonly asked, although you haven't been asked for it for a while. Anyway, play a nice bit of River Flows in You. And a bit of trivia is Yuruma went to Purcell.
You did?
What did he study?
Composition.
Like you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And or Jacob Coblier as another person who's going. So yes, bit of a trivia that Yuruma went to Purcell and did composition, kind of like you. I'm guessing he didn't do jazz.
No.
Was it a classical pianist?
Yes.
In classical and...
Wait, who?
Yuruma.
Yeah.
I know Jacob Collier did jazz.
I don't know if he
composition.
studied piano as well, but he was definitely a composer as far as I know.
Yeah. I'm guessing he would have done. But then again, being a composer doesn't necessarily mean you need to be a classical pianist. Study classical pianist, as in Bach, Beethoven. And you see, that's the extent of my knowledge, Bach and Beethoven and Mozart.
Wait. You don't have to be Bach, Beethoven, and Mozart to be a composer.
Well, no, as in the classical pianist. As in you could be a composer and not a classical pianist and presumably come up with something like Nouveau Bianche. And,
well, I assume he was a pianist as well.
Yes. Otherwise you would not be able to come up with something as beautiful as that, right?
Well, you may be able to, but I mean, you probably wouldn't have played it.
Yeah. But he does play.
But he plays it.
Yes.
So.
And therefore he's a pianist. Right, anyway, let's move on. Otherwise...
I don't know, I don't play an orchestra, but I can write an orchestral piece. But
well, that's true.
technically, so...
Yes. Right. RS the second, and Bob has actually replied as well, in reply to it, is, do you know 76 trombones? I'm guessing not, otherwise you wouldn't have looked like that, but maybe it sounds familiar.
76 trombones?
No, because you gave that look as going, oh, do I know it?
No, I don't know.
Because that's so specific. If you don't know, it would have been a no straight away, I would have thought. And Bob has said, 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets close at hand. I doubt Cole knows it. That means nothing to me. In fact, I'm going to have to go look it up. What is 76 trombones?
It's a piece.
Well, I kind of guessed that. Song by Robert Peston. Does it have 76 trombones in it? I'm guessing. It's a show tune, a signature song from the 1957 musical The Music Man.
Wait, which version should I be listening to?
I have no idea. Skip that for the time being, and let's
No,
have...
this is...
No, you can come back to it.
That's fine, I'm going to listen.
As in RS the second, could actually say what version. But if you found it, that's fine too.
They're all very similar, so it's fine.
Okay. So again, apologies, Cole has to listen to this one. And I have copied down all your requests, everyone, including the Avengers, which is going to be quite cool. Cole doesn't actually watch that many movies, which is weird. I think he generally he doesn't actually have much time to sit down and watch something for 2 hours. Although I think he should, because maybe his future lies in kind of compositions for TV and movies and so on. And he definitely plays, for example, Interstellar and Time very nicely. Right, so this is 76 trombones.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you must have got it right. As in, it sounds very familiar, but I don't know whether that's kind of a generic, I don't know. I'm going to call it circus music. That's probably wrong. Like, related to circus. And I'll wait until RS the second. And he has literally just replied, excellent, thanks. So it sounds like you got it right. But it sounds very familiar. So
That's good.
well
Listen
done.
to the right version.
Yes. Now, the question is, what's 110 cornets? But don't do that. You can do that another time. Right, I'm going to go straight back into a piece of Queen. This might turn into a Queen special. Actually, I'm going to mix two together. Christian Nielsen, early in the beginning, asked for Love of My Life, largely actually when you were playing the kind of your intro bit. And Rebecca Noel asked, can you play Radio Gaga?
Okay.
Can you mix them in?
Yeah.
Thank you for that last note.
You're welcome.
Were you testing the string or doing the dong bit that you normally do?
Okay. No, it's fine.
Very nice. Right, okay. Straight into the Avengers. As in the movie theme intro.
Bro,
You must know it. And again,
I don't know which one you mean.
As in the I say I don't know how to reference it. The Avengers theme song at the beginning. Surely.
Oh.
Well, Emma's been watching that a lot. I was saying earlier, whilst you were listening, you don't watch many movies.
No, I do know this.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly was popular in shorts for quite a while.
Okay.
Okay. Very cool. Mm-hmm. At least I recognised it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's about 1 million Avengers Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I think Emma started watching the series in not chronological order, as in the order it appears, but in story order, because they're mixing it up. And it's confusing as heck. But Emma is enjoying it. I think it starts with Captain America or something like that, and then.
Sure, don't ask me.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm saying. You are no. This means nothing to you, on the basis that you don't read or watch movies that often. Right, I'm going to jump you into something again. I know you know. Rushy. You need to go and find Joe Jenkins when he does his Rushy challenge in Bristol, and pretend you don't know how to play Rushy.
Go to Bristol.
Yeah, for when he's out there challenging people to play Rushy. Obviously, he knows who you are and you know who he is. So obviously, I am obviously joking. It doesn't work. No, very good. There was a phase, was it 2 years ago, where everyone was asking for Rushy, and then obviously Rushy 2 and so on. Supposedly the hardest thing in the world, right? But obviously not the hardest thing in the world. Right, I'm going to jump into, actually, Augustus Green has the honour of having the earliest comment ever on a live stream, because he posted at 4:18. Can you play There's a Bear in There, the theme tune of the longest running Australian children's play program, Play School?
There's a bear in there.
Yeah. And I think actually, I think it's a nursery rhyme.
There's a bear.
Yeah.
In there. Oh. Play school. Is that it?
Yes. And it's not a nursery rhyme that I know very well, but I think I know it-ish from when you and Emma were young. And I'm horrible at remembering anything musical. You won't know this because it's long before your time. Or actually, maybe it still is. And I obviously don't look at kids' shows. There used to be a program called Play School. And this is for all the UK people of my age. Floella Benjamin is in my head. And everyone's going to correct me now. I'm even thinking Rod, Jane and Freddie, which almost certainly is wrong. But that's my age reference for kids shows. Actually, Rod, Jane and Freddie was Rainbow, so that's definitely wrong. But I'm pretty sure Play School was Flora Benjamin, because when I was young, they went in. We didn't have the cultural reference of Sesame Street as much. Right, what's this one?
There's a bear in there.
Oh, right, okay, go for it. Very nice. It does sound like a nursery rhyme. Yeah. Right, okay. Let's do one that you haven't played for ages. And actually, Emma and I was discussing it yesterday. Actually, some news for Emma. Emma may be playing. Well, Emma's in the school band. Emma plays the guitar. Generally a classical guitar, but can also play the other guitar. And their age group are rather ambitiously going to play Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, so Emma's going to start learning.
And Emma's learning the guitar solo.
Yeah.
And maybe once she's done it, I'll get you both to play Bohemian Rhapsody, where Emma then blasts out the guitar solo. That'd be pretty cool. How amazing would that be?
That would be really cool.
Yes.
We have to do it now.
Yes. And maybe I'll drag you out in the summer in in Camberley and invite everyone down.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a segue or a reference to say there were other guitar solos, of which November Rain is another one that's massive. And the request came from Paul J was, "Could you do a bit of November Rain?"
Oh,
Yes. No, the answer isn't just yes. It's yes and then demonstrate.
okay. Which bit?
Which bit? You decide.
I'll do the solo.
Yeah, the bit before the solo, before it goes into the solo.
There you are.
Very nice. Actually, the song choices today are quite a mix, including straight into Crago's request, which I know Bob will enjoy, Claire de Lune. Very nice. And as Bob has said plenty of time, you do play classical music very well. It's just a pity you don't like playing it as much. But very nice. Julie Gill asked earlier, well, Julie Gill actually said, I absolutely love Claire de Lune, which is very good too. But Julie Gill asked her, and again, going back to Sting and the Police, where Sting was part of the band Police, Every Breath You Take. Again, surely you must know this.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. That was quite a jazzy version, or was that true to what it was?
I wanted to call it a jazzy version, but
Okay, Okay, was it true to, well, how true to...
Well, I tried to make it true.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
I know nothing about music, and I don't listen to as much Sting as I thought I did. He's not actually played that often anymore. Weirdly, I don't know why. Right, there's one that you may not know. Phil Collins, "In the Air Tonight," which is a massive solo.
I feel like I know it.
It's a massive drum solo, if it's the one I think it is.
Well, I'm not going to play the...
And that was me trying to be a drum.
Yeah, it's this one.
And probably I'd expect you probably know it, or know enough of it to have heard it, if you know what I mean. Yes, and Christoph, you first heard Cole in 2018. What would that be, 7 years ago? That sounds about right. I think Cole's first videos or set of videos were from his school rock days, which wasn't really meant to be, public stuff. It was just like a bit of a video thing for me to not lose, any of the recordings that I had when he was on at the West End. So there was loads of basically the same thing happening, posted up, and it must have been around that time where Cole first came out. So to do public piano. So what's this one?
"In the Air Tonight."
With the drum solo or not?
Without the drum solo.
Is it after the drum solo?
No, it's the first bit.
So before the drum solo?
When's the drum solo?
It goes do 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 do. I can feel it coming. That was me with my mic off and talking. I think that's slightly off, as in...
Kind of. But
yeah. But then again, maybe again, it could be that my ears are off, but I think that might have been slightly off. But also because it doesn't have a drum solo, I don't think it works at all. But anyway, right. One that I definitely know. Piano Man. I actually remember, obviously, I know you play Piano Man. When you used to do Omegle, the thing where you jump on random chats and then take piano requests and play them when you were really young. And someone asked, play Piano Man, and when you played it, they said you were the first person who came on on the piano that could actually play Piano Man, which is quite funny. I think Omegle's died now because of dodgy stuff that happened on Omegle.
Yeah.
But I mean, actually, if it was actually working, you could go on and do that again. Now that you're no longer 11, 12, I'm guessing you'll be able to do that better. So, yeah. Right, we probably can't stay on much longer because you have to eat before you go.
That is true. I do need to go.
Yes, let's do one more. Because you're a jazz pianist, and I don't know if this jazz at all. Maple Leaf Rag into The Entertainer. Because that's also rag, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very good. Were you trying to get another string to go right on the very last note?
I didn't want it to go.
No.
I don't
Right.
want the string.
Actually, and yeah, you can take over here. That's the last one. So I just want to say, share. I think the very first time you went out to play, not at school or anything else, was when you were 4, 5, or was it 6? It can't have been 4. Must have been maybe 6 when you went off and actually played the entertainer in another school. Do you remember that? I'm guessing not.
Can't remember.
Yeah, I might actually go and hunt it down.
It probably would have been the entertainer, but it would have been a long time ago as well.
Yeah,
And also a much simplified version of it.
yeah, and it's quite funny because, as normally the case, I mean, you don't really do competitions, but this was long before we discovered you were good, if I could put it that way. And you went out and did a kind of local school piano competition thing, and you were like half the size of everyone else, which was quite funny.
Yeah.
And you didn't win, but you had it commended, which was quite cool. As I said, literally, you were half the physical height of some of the other people that were there, which was really funny. Right, anyway.
Okay, well, great. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Please like, subscribe, and
And do stuff.
And do
like,
loads of
subscribe, share, and
go
so
on
on.
Patreon. Well, that's just something.
Yeah. And you're winding up, well, not winding up, you're heading towards your exams. So hopefully, I mean, everything's really, you've slowed right down, obviously, with your live in public because of clashing with RAM and so on.
After June, I should
Hopefully,
have so much more time
loads more time.
because I won't have to think about school ever.
Well, no, you have university. That's still school.
Well, okay, but
Yeah. But yes. Well, you won't have RAM in the afternoon on
I
Saturdays.
won't
That
have
stops.
anything in the afternoon on Saturdays.
Well, you don't know that because at university you will have other stuff.
University will very unlikely have anything on the Saturdays between because they'll have junior departments running.
Yeah.
Sundays I might be busy,
Yeah.
but
Rehearsals
Saturday.
and bands and things like that.
Yeah.
But you never know. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to go out a lot more often and do stuff. But as I keep saying, you're no longer a cute 11, 12-year-old boy, but hopefully you're a cute, handsome 18-year-old boy.
okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you, and see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Definitely not next week.
Because it's
Hopefully.
Mother's Day.
Well, I mean, it's Mother's Day, and also I'm doing fortnightly things.
Actually, it's Mother's Day in the UK. I don't think it's Mother's Day in... certainly America's different. I think America and China is different.
Well, if all fails, it's next 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, it should be a live stream.
Yeah, we'll
I
see.
don't see why there shouldn't be a live stream next.
We will see.
In 2 weeks.
Right, okay, thank you everyone.
Okay, well, thank you, and see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.